Hi folks and welcome to Waterford Spotlight. I'm here with Patrick Lawlor. Patrick is the Chief Executive here in St Dominic's Credit Union in the city centre, and he's going to tell us all about the great services the credit union has on offer for their members or any new members that are coming in the door. Patrick, tell me, you've had a super busy season so far.
Yeah, it's been, thank God, there's been a bit of a kickback since the start of the pandemic. Obviously it's been incredibly difficult 18 months or so. But as an essential service, we've been open throughout. So even though it has been hard and business has been tough, I'm sure, as you can imagine, the demand for loans has dropped in the last 18 months. But we're really starting to see a big kind of bounce back now, which is fantastic. Obviously, it's great not just for us, but for the local economy as well, as people's confidence is building a bit. And they're starting to go out now and spend that little bit more money on the home improvements and so on. So yeah, it's been a good summer. I think we've a long way to go.
Yeah.
And it's been very challenging. But we're here. We're open, and we have been throughout. And we're absolutely delighted to be able to do that for our members.
Great. And just through the course of my own work, we deal with obviously a lot of people buying property, and quite a lot of them seem to be getting mortgages through the credit union.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed that has really taken off over the last while.
Yeah.
What tell me about your mortgage product?
Sure, great. We actually kind of just entered the mortgage market just before the pandemic hit, and we kind of felt a bit unlucky by that. I'm sure lots of people did, but even since then it's really building, and yourself, look, there's lots of activity out there, lots of people buying houses and so on, and where we come in is really we've listened to people who maybe have had difficulty with the bank, or the bank haven't been interested in providing a mortgage to them, and we've been able to help them out. So it's going really well. I think, like a lot of lenders at the moment, we've a huge amount approved that's waiting to be drawn down, and that the real challenge is
finding the properties. We need more houses.
We need more houses.
Loads more houses and apartments. And so your mortgage product then, how do people find out about that, and what do they need to do? Is it you make an appointment, or is it an online process? How does that work?
We can do both. I think that's the beauty of the credit union, and what a lot of people don't understand, or their perception maybe, I have to go down and queue and all that kind of stuff. We're online as well. The first kind of place I would point people to is our website. The big difference between us and the banks, I suppose, is we have a real personal touch. We have a fantastic lending manager here, Emer Whelan, and the feedback we get from our members who we've had with mortgages is just absolutely fantastic.
Great.
You're treated with the utmost respect, and we listen. We can't always help or solve people's problems immediately, but we will be there for the long run. So, and I think that's the big difference with credit unions as well. We're there to help throughout, and we don't just see people as a number and a sale. It's far more than that for us.
Because over the years, you've expanded all your services to online banking, ATM, all those kind of services, current accounts. But you still have sizable branches everywhere, which is the trend with some other financial institutions, is that they're closing their branches or making them smaller. It's really different here. You're the opposite.
We're the opposite, and that reflects the values that we have in the credit union movement. And I can't be more genuine or sincere about that. We absolutely just want to help our members. We know that members' needs are changing and people's expectations are changing, and that has been rapid and relentless over the last few years. The fantastic thing about credit unions is that we've been agile enough to change with that as well. So we now offer full online digital services. You can apply for a loan from home, draw it down. You don't need to come into the branch here in Summerhill or Mooncoin. We have a fully operational current account with Fitbit Pay, Google Pay, and on top of that a really good app. So we can compete with anyone. The challenge we're having is getting that message out there. So it's great to talk to you today and get that opportunity to kind of say, look, check out your credit union. Don't assume that all we do is somewhere you put your communion money and it's hard to get it, and and that's great. We do far more than that, and we really have a huge amount to offer. So I'd encourage anyone who might be listening to this, please check out your credit union for any of your financial needs.
Oh yeah, look, they're valuable resources in every community, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
And what would your unique selling point be then?
It's definitely the people piece.
Okay.
You know, there's no doubt about it. As you mentioned earlier, other financial institutions are pushing people away, and we all want convenience. You know, our time is precious, and as I said, our behaviours and what we expect has changed, but nothing will replace the human touch. And I think the pandemic has strengthened that and really highlighted that people want connection. You know, so we can do both. I'll give you an example. I don't know if you've ever tried to ring your bank recently. We've done a little test here where we rang all the banks to see how long it took to actually speak to a person.
Okay.
And it was on average, it was 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that that's across the board. I'm just making the point that we're different.
Yeah.
You know, you can ring us.
You can get through.
You'll get through, and if you know, you can come in. We're open 6 days a week. If you have a problem with your card or whatever the case may be, you will speak to someone, and that person will do everything they can to
and
fix your problem.
And of course you can drop into the branch as well, it's fully staffed. Well, I'd imagine that's very valuable for some people. You know, I mean, I do know people who hate the idea of doing, you know, their financial stuff all online and not dealing with a person. You know, I think that's very important still to some people, from what I hear anyway. Feedback I get.
And like the word I would use is trust. You know, and we are one of the most trusted brands in Ireland. We continuously are constantly winning the most trusted financial brand every year, and that's not without a reason.
It's fantastic. Well done.
You know, even, and I'll just give you a quick example. You know, the other day, I think it was Tuesday, a big bunch of flowers arrived in the office, and it was from a member for 2 of our staff.
Oh wow!
Because the staff members in question listened to the member. You know, that they really helped them, went above and beyond. And you know, I'm telling you that now, but that's not an uncommon occurrence. You know, and I suppose for me, that again, getting that message out to people, you know, you need to try your credit union if you're not at the moment. And the people who do use our services, you know, the feedback is constantly fantastic. So we have a lot to offer, and I really hope people check us out. You know,
you obviously have a super good culture in here, though. You know. You know, if your team members are going above and beyond and customers are sending in flowers and everything, it's that personal touch, you know, that comes from culture, doesn't it?
It
really?
Absolutely does. And again, it comes back to values and putting people first. So, you know, when we say we put people first, it's not just our members, it's our staff as well. You know, we have highly qualified, engaged, motivated staff. They love working here because they believe in what we're doing, you know. Everyone loves coming into work every day. Everyone loves helping people. They all have that strong value set, and that's reflected in the experience then that our members have.
And it sounds like it's obviously a very happy workplace too.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Oh, it is, and you know, that's so important. And I think you'll hear, you know, in the media, particularly the last number of months, you know, companies are finding it really hard to find good people. And not only that, they're finding it really hard to hold on to good people. You know, here in St. Dominic, we've never, you know, had that problem because the values are so good and the culture is so good that, you know, people want to be here, and you know, that's really important when you're trying to continuously raise your standards and give people the best experience possible. You need your staff to be on board with that.
So consistency then as well.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So
is there any other new things coming down the line with the credit union here in St. Dominic's, or?
I mean, look for us. You know, just to highlight our mortgage product, we do have a really competitive switching rate as well. Which
great.
is 2.6%, so very competitive. And you know, we'd love to get that message out there that if you do have a mortgage already, contact us and see if you're interested in switching.
Very good.
You know, our new app has been recently launched, and our current account as well is the big one, and we're seeing lots of activity in the current account space, which is great. And I think that again, that's, as you said earlier, you know, some of the banks, or KBC and Ulster, are leaving the market. You know, people are really thinking about this stuff now, and they want to do their banking with someone they trust. And who better than your credit union, because you know, they know that we're honest. Plus, you know, it's important to understand we're not for profit. You know, anything, all the surplus we make that goes back into our members by way of either a dividend on your savings or a rebate on the interest you paid. Which is fantastic. And you know, the other thing is all our services are free. So there's lots of things like that.
There is, absolutely. It all adds up, doesn't it?
Does,
it definitely all adds up. I don't think enough of us look at these things closely, you know.
No, and it's, you know, particularly with mortgage and current account switching, you know, there's a real inertia in Ireland with people.
I just think it's hassle and we're a bit overwhelmed about it. And so what is even coming out of my account and who do I contact? It can be a bit overwhelming for people. Yeah.
Now we do, like, we're part of the switching code here.
Yeah.
So it's not as onerous as you may think. I suppose the other point I'd make about that is coming back to our unique, selling point and what makes us different. You would have someone, if you decide, right, I'm going to switch my bank to the credit union, you'll have someone help you through that process all the way, and you'll get that personal touch.
So you make it super easy.
Yeah, as possible as it can be.
Great, it needs to be made easy, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Very good. Okay folks, thanks for watching this video today. If you need any more information on the services, the great services that St. Dominic's Credit Union offers their members, or you want to become a member, we'll pop a link up with this video and you can get in touch with them directly and have a look at their website. Thanks for watching.